Welcome back to the crypto channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now, Bitcoin is about to invalidate this short-term bullish divergence as the price is now breaking down from this new bearish pattern in the short term, while Ethereum is also continuing the bearish break to the downside from this bearish pattern here in the short term. So I'll be talking about all of that and more later in this video, so definitely watch to the end. First of all, taking a look at the 4-day Bitcoin chart, and as of right now, over the last 1 day, nothing has really changed on this chart right here. So as of right now, I'm still very bearish on the larger timeframes, as I've been saying for a long time now on the channel. And if we're taking a look at the 2-day Bitcoin chart, it's the same situation here as well. Right now, I am still bearish, as I've been saying over and over again here on the channel. The larger trend is very bearish right now, forming lower highs and lower lows. But of course, during this larger bearish trend, we can see the occasional pump back to the upside here and there. So obviously, it's not 100% only bearish price action in a bearish trend. It's just more bearish price action than bullish price action. And the line of support for this descending broadening wedge pattern is sitting at around 52,500, and the line of resistance for this pattern is sitting at around 68,000, give or take. And if we're taking a look at this daily Bitcoin chart, right now we're still seeing a major warning signal, a bearish signal, which I've been warning about non-stop over the last 3 days or so here in the DXY. As I've been saying over the last 2 to 3 days, we are seeing a spike to the upside, a bounce to the upside here in the short term in the DXY, which means we should be expecting some more bearish price action coming very soon. And this is potentially what we are just now starting to see here in the short term. We're starting to see the next potential dump in the price of Bitcoin, as this warning signal has already been telling us for the last few days, as I have been sharing here on the channel over the last few days. And now, if we end up seeing a further bullish move here in the DXY, that would be an even larger warning signal, a larger bearish signal for Bitcoin. So it's definitely worth paying attention to what's happening here in the DXY, because so far this bounce over the last few days has perfectly predicted the latest little dump here in the price of Bitcoin. And if we're taking a look at this daily Bitcoin chart, as of right now, we still have strong resistance in between 60 to 61,000, more resistance at around 62.9k, and more resistance at around 64,500. And as for support, we do have a small amount of support at around 58,000, and more support in between around 56 to 57,000, more support at around 54,000, and significant support in between around 51 to 53,000. And with that being said, if we're zooming closer into the short term, looking at the 4-hour Bitcoin chart, obviously in my last video here on the channel, I talked about this new bullish divergence, which recently confirmed over the last 1 to 2 days, and so far has played out in the form of mostly choppy sideways price action over the last 1 to 2 days, which is one of the most likely outcomes from a bullish divergence. But what we are right now seeing as of recording this video is potentially an invalidation signal getting close to confirming here for this bullish divergence. Because right now, here in the 4-hour Bitcoin RSI, this is starting to break below this ascending line of support right here, which is an invalidation signal. That's an early signal telling us that we're basically already reaching the end of this bullish divergence, which is unusual because usually a bullish divergence on the 4-hour time frame lasts a little bit longer than this. Usually it lasts for a few days, not just around 1 day. And so there is still the possibility that we could continue to play out a little bit more choppy sideways price action here in the short term, possibly in the coming days, especially if we hold above this support at around 58,000 right here. But at least for now, once again, we're starting to see a possible invalidation signal for this bullish divergence, which if it confirms with this candle close, confirming with the RSI below this line of support right here, so the 4-hour RSI below around 39 to 40, then once again, if we see that candle close with the RSI below that line of support, that would be an invalidation signal pointing towards the invalidation of this bullish divergence. And if we're zooming all the way into the 45-minute time frame, this is the imminent short term here. Each one of these candles is only 45 minutes. And what we've seen over the last 1 day is a new descending triangle pattern form and already break to the downside, which is a bearish pattern here in the short term. And if we're measuring out the technical price target for that break to the downside, that sets up a technical price target at approximately 58.3k, which as of recording this video has just been hit. So ultimately, we've already hit the bearish price target, but this was potentially just one of the reasons as to why we've seen a bit of a dump over the last one day. In fact, over the last 1 to 2 hours just here. And once again, another reason why we're potentially seeing a little bit more bearish price action here in the short term is due to this major warning signal that has already been flashing over the last few days, pointing towards more bearish price action coming soon. But as always, it is important to understand the difference between the different time frames. So zoomed all the way into the 45-minute chart, this looks like quite the dump here in the short term. But if we're actually measuring out this move, at least as of recording this video, that's barely a 1% move to the downside. So obviously when we're zooming out to a larger time frame here, that dump is barely visible here on the larger time frames. And so for those of you that want basically something new to look at pretty much every single day, take a look at the small time frames and stick to the small time frames if you want to look at something new basically every single day. But for those of you that might be annoyed between flipping bullish and bearish basically every single day, so for example, yesterday being bullish, today being bearish, tomorrow being bullish again, if you're annoyed at that, then stay away from the small time frames and stick to the larger time frames because these large time frames don't change very often. And so once again, if you want me to say basically the same thing over and over again, take a look at the larger time frames and watch the larger time frames portion of this video. But if you want me to basically say something new every single day and flip between bullish and bearish every single day, then stick to the small time frames and watch the small time frame portion of these videos. And as always, if you want to trade these moves in the price of Bitcoin or any other crypto, personally, I take just about all of my trades over on Bybit. So I'll make sure to leave a link to Bybit down below this video in the description and in the pinned comment. And if you use that link down below this video to make a Bybit account and deposit on that account, then you can get up to a $30,000 deposit bonus, but only if you use that link down below this video. And also, if you use that link, it'll take you to this page right here, which is a massive lucky draw happening right now over on Bybit, where you could potentially win up to $100,000 just by trading crypto using the link down below this video. And so if you're going to be trading crypto anyway, you might as well check this out. Once again, first link down below this video. But for whatever reason, if you cannot access Bybit or if you cannot KYC on Bybit, there is Bitfinex, which is another crypto exchange similar to Bybit, but you don't need KYC for Bitfinex. So for example, if you're in the US or the UK, you might not be able to access Bybit, but you can access Bitfinex. And using the link down below this video, you can get up to a 5,500 USDT deposit bonus. And also, only if you use that link, you can get a 10% discount on all trading fees on the exchange, only if you use that link. And so once again, as an alternative option out there, there is Bitfinex, link down below this video if you want to claim these extra bonuses and get a discount on fees. But with that being said, taking a quick look at the Bitcoin liquidation heat map, and just recently we've taken out a small amount of liquidity to the downside, but ultimately we do have more liquidity to the downside starting at around 57.3k, going down towards around 56,500. So basically right at around 57,000, give or take, we do have a decent amount of liquidity, which could be a potential price target here in the short term. But the majority of the liquidity, at least for now, is still sitting above the current price, mainly sitting at around 62,500 to 63,000. But as I've also been saying over and over again recently here on the channel, even though we have a decent amount of liquidity to the upside close to 63,000, we have to remember that that is above some major levels of resistance. We do have significant resistance between now and those higher levels of liquidity. And so just because we have these higher levels of liquidity here on the Bitcoin price chart, that does not necessarily mean that the price is definitely going to go there based on that reason alone, because this is not the only chart in existence. Obviously, there's other charts out there like this one that can affect the price of Bitcoin, showing resistance between now and then. And with that being said, taking a look at Ethereum on the 3-day time frame, and as I've already been saying for a long time now on the channel, I'm still very bearish here on the larger time frames, forming lower highs and lower lows. So right now the trend is simply bearish, but of course during the larger bearish trend, we can see the occasional sideways consolidation or short-term bullish relief during the larger bearish trend. And so over the last couple of weeks, we've seen basically a sideways consolidation during this sideways price range in between around 2450 50 acting as support and 2.8k acting as resistance. But if we start to see a further break to the downside here below around 24.50, then in that case, we could likely see a drop all the way back down towards this golden pocket, which was previous significant support for the price of ETH, and that's sitting in between around 21.50 to 2.2k. So basically the lower 2k price range is likely coming next if we first see a break below around 24.50. And with that being said, zooming into the shorter term, looking at the 8-hour time frame, obviously over the last few days, we've already played out pretty much successfully that short-term oversold signal here in the 8-hour Ethereum RSI, but ultimately this has now reset the RSI back towards the upside, giving us more room to the downside later on. And obviously we saw something very similar to that right back here, where we did see a local low in the price for the next few days or so. We saw a bit of a bounce, some sort of sideways consolidation here, so a break from the bearish trend just in the short term for the next couple of days. But ultimately we continued the bearish trend later on with another major bearish movement, because obviously this signal by itself does not guarantee that we've hit the bottom. It just means that we're at some sort of local low and we're due to see a bit of a reset here in the RSI, which has perfectly played out over the last few days. And if we're zooming closer into the short term, looking at the 6-hour time frame, once again, over the last few days, we've seen a lot of choppy sideways price action here in the short term as expected, but ultimately we still have a bearish price target for this bearish break to the downside from this bearish pattern, which is sitting at around 2.3k. So once again, 2.3k is still a bearish price target to pay attention to, at least as of right now. But remember, between now and then, we do have a bit of short-term support at around 24.50. And so as of right now, there is still a possibility that we could continue to find support at 24.50, but the moment we break below that level, expect much lower prices. First of all, 2.3k, and if these lows do not hold as support, then expect to move back down towards this golden pocket if these support levels break. And with that being said, taking a look at the price of Solana, and we can see here on the daily time frame that we've once again broken below this area on the chart, which was previous support and should now act as new resistance in between around 139 to 143. And I said in my last 1 to 2 videos here on the channel, we're looking like we're starting to break to the downside here. And so I said over the last 1 to 2 days, expect a move down towards this area of support in between 120 to 128. So this is right now playing out pretty much exactly as expected now that we've confirmed the break to the downside here with multiple candle closes below 139. Once again, we should now be expecting a move all the way back down towards basically in the 120 price range. And that is really the final significant area of support for the price of Solana for the larger sideways price range here that we've been in for multiple months now, because basically, as you can see here, we're still within a massive sideways price range. But if we break below 120, that would be very bad news for the price of Solana on the larger time frame. So basically, if we break below 120 with confirmation, so significant candle closes below 120, not just a candle wick to the downside, in that case, expect much more bearish price action in a larger bearish trend that will likely last for months if we break below 120 with confirmation. But for now, considering we have not yet broken below this area right here, at least for now, there is still the possibility that we could see another bounce from this area, as we've seen many times over the last few months. So obviously there is still some hope here. If we bounce from this area right here, it is still possible that we could see short-term bullish price action again during this larger sideways price range, which we're still technically in, at least as of right now. But with that being said, if you want to trade these moves in the price of any crypto, once again, check out those links down below this video to claim those extra bonuses. And if you want to actually know how to trade crypto, no matter if the price is bullish, bearish, or chopping around sideways, then make sure to watch these videos popping up right here on your screen. The video in the top left shows you how you can profit from bullish or bearish price action using long positions or short positions. And the video in the bottom left shows you how you can easily profit from choppy sideways price action. But anyway, that is everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.